Hello Rockstars, how you doing? What's going on? I'm making this short video based on my longer video about what's going on with Pewdiepie, Shane Dawson, and Logan Paul. Quick synopsis, someone commented saying that they would like to watch it, but it's an hour and a half long. It's actually very comprehensive and there's actually a lot of information. But I'll have this like the TLDW kind of version. Basically, it boils down to this. There was a lot of research done. I actually combed through all the videos. That's why it actually took so long. They keep on playing around with the word sociopath, which is a dangerous thing to play with, especially when you're doing YouTube. In various video instances, they've been saying sociopath, psychopath, and almost using them interchangeably. And having a quote-unquote licensed therapist, who I actually watched one of her videos, be very off the cuff and very flamboyant and very unprofessional conversations about such terminologies. And that the fact that she did this on Shane's channel, who's been known for very dramatic videos, knowing full well that she's a licensed therapist going on Shane's videos, that she should still act professional, understandably that he is going to edit what he's going to edit. But if she really wanted to do the responsible thing and actually serious talk about this, even if it's a casual conversation, Shane should have went over to her channel and talked seriously, more professional on her channel, instead of her coming on to his dramatic channel about this topic. And the reason why I say this is because there's been a lot of back and forth between Logan Paul, Jake Paul, and Pewdiepie, of course, was doing the review on this, and he jumped into it. But he also did the whole thing where he showed one clip, and oddly enough, Logan Paul actually made some sense on some what he was talking about, how it's not black and white, that there's ranges. And what's really dangerous, and even the therapist talking about things being icky and gross and saying that they're could be potentially dangerous and they're 1 out of 25. You're spewing out all this information that's not necessarily completely accurate. And if you go back, and I'll show you the link, and you could actually go into my video in the very beginning. There's the actual definition of sociopath, and it's a lot different than psychopath. And later on in the video, I have the two distinctions of what sociopath and psychopath is. And even in casual conversations in the back of the car, they say, "Oh, you're a psychopath." Like, the problem is, people watching these videos are going to start self-identifying and self-diagnosing. And I know there's all these disclaimers. Shane put a disclaimer later on in the video, which is foolish, because if you're going to do anything on a serious topic, put it right in the beginning, saying but not just say not everyone in this video is a sociopath, just saying that this is for entertainment purposes only. If you actually need to talk to someone, talk to a licensed therapist. And honestly, face to face, I know not everyone can afford a therapist, and everyone's been, now I'm going to create a separate video on this, and that might be a longer one too, about BetterHelp, because Pewdiepie made another video about BetterHelp, and it's a website, or actually an app that you can go on to and get talk to a therapist. And I use that in quotes because in the bylines and the fine print, I'll get into it later. He's got into it, and I'm going to get to more because I've got to read it line by line to see what exactly is going on there. And YouTubers are getting paid for it, for advertising it. Therapists are getting paid for it, for going on there, and probably getting paid a certain amount of money to talk to people. It's a dangerous precedent, especially when you're in a very dire strait and you're at a brink on the fence. I talk to people on Discord. I'm not getting paid. I do it because I want to help. I don't get any sponsorships on it. I'm not getting sponsorships for doing this. I'm just doing it because I feel like it's necessary to talk about this, not because of this YouTube drama. And that's what's really dangerous about it. Everyone's benefiting off of this, but no one's looking at the damage it's causing. It's like, and even when they're talking like, oh, a sociopath would do this just to benefit themselves and not worry about the other person. That's actually not really the definition of sociopath either. but YouTube is YouTube. It's money, views, subs, whatever. And utilizing people's mental health statuses as a moneymaker, I feel that's wrong. And look into yourself, look into your consciousness to see if what you're really doing is right. And understand if you may not know a thing is right or wrong, but are you even bothering to look, or do you just see the $200 that they give to you? Is it something that's just like, yeah, I'll get paid, but since I don't know what they're doing, I can't be at fault at it? Personally, for me, that wouldn't sit well. I would be like, this is something, I would feel that there's something off about this. And having a therapist saying icky and gross, if I was her client and I saw that, I would want a different therapist. Was like, I don't trust her because she's going to be so off the cuff talking about things and such, and being very unprofessional about it. I would feel uncomfortable telling her my deep, darkest secrets or whatever. If she's going to say, oh, that's so icky and gross, I don't want to hear that. If you're there, and that's, you don't say that. You just don't say that. Anyways, this is my short version. I know it's still going on for a little bit, but that's pretty much what I was doing. I was diving into Shane's video. I was diving into Pewdiepie's video, which was a lot of cut and paste of his conversation, because he has like a 45 or 50 minute video, and then Logan Paul's reaction based on this whole thing. And of course, he had his little dramatic flair. Then I was also looking at another therapist. Actually, the video's labeled Empath by, now I apologize if I mispronounce this, Hiyeonnie, Hyeonni, and her video got a lot of views out of this because I think Shane responded to her, but she was talking about the problem with this kind of conversation. Basically called him out on it. But even then, and she's also labeled as a licensed therapist. Some parts of her video was kind of little. Now she did kind of respond back to it, talking about this, because some of the things she said was a little bit borderline. But I understand that she was trying to come from a place of professionalism and an outside perspective in this YouTube, and I kind of appreciate that. And I did see the follow-up, so like, okay, that follow-up was actually pretty good. And then the next video that Pewdiepie was talking about, which I'm going to follow up on, I feel like I've fallen in a rabbit hole, can't get out of this, is that BetterHelp. And I'm going to look at that, and look at the writing, the fine print, and actually deconstruct that as well. Now, I'm not going to do an hour and a half on that, because I'm going to watch the videos and just kind of take notes and then figure it out. Because I don't want to see anyone get hurt from these videos. Disclaimers or not, I've talked to a lot of people. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist, although I thought about doing it at one point, so I've always cared about people. I'm part of a Discord to help people. I'm not going to mention. I was going to mention it before, and I think I did mention it, so it's a moot point. But anyways, it's a place where you can just go and talk, share what your experiences, and I can go on and on about that, but I won't. If you somehow join the Discord, I'll talk to you about that. And sometimes talking and listening just helps. It's clinical medication, and I could talk for an hour about how we're so over medicated to a point where it's also destructive. And doctors have an easy tendency to be like, well, I can't really quite figure this out, so Adderall or Ambien. Just two I know that can be overprescribed. Even some other pain meds like Vicodin. It's too easy to try to solve it through chemistry, biochemistry, and even then, we'll also go down another rabbit hole, conspiracy theories of the medical facility, and I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying it just the practical biological statistics. There's a lot of people that are over medicated. I even talked to plenty that agree with me, and I said, yeah, I took this drug to fix this problem, and it's made the problem worse, including me and other health reasons. And as soon as I was off of it, I got better. Then I had to deal with the root of the problem in a social way, and now they're better overall. Proof is in the pudding is what I always say. Anyways, thank you for stopping by, and I'll do this little short video and upload. I'm not going to do anything fancy, just nothing. Maybe put some music in the background, that's it. But nothing, no fancy schmancy stuff on it. Just kind of responding to that I post. And so I appreciate you posting. I understand that time is precious. And I'll do this one to categorize that. So if you want to watch the bigger one, you feel free to, but at least you won't lose the content, and I'll just give you the crib notes version. Anyways, thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you later. Have a wonderful, beautiful day, and spend some time going for a walk, enjoying the sun or the rain or the snow or the sand or wherever you are, and just close your eyes for a moment. Just enjoy the moment. Take care.
Gone, gone,